During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
Welcome back here to he said as he forgot his headset on. Greg will do that at times. Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live. We're getting ready for the 8th grade match. We'll be back in just
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance in the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, "You better come home because there's no roof." He said, "I look up and see the sky." He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
And we're back here in the gym. Let's talk about the two rosters for the two teams here. First of all, for the Southeastern Lady Suns, it will be Riley Smith, a 7th grader, 8th graders Gracie Arthas, Savannah Ramsey, 6th graders Kara Stevens, Jalen Van Beck, Tegan Rigg, and Adriana Starks, a 7th grader, Amanda Stevens, an 8th grader, Madison Branchfield, an 8th grader, Kenzie Griswold, a 7th grader, and 3 8th graders finish us off, and Haley Davison, Carly Allred, and Cassie Putnam. Starters tonight, Cassie Putnam, Carly Allred, Madison Branchfield, Amanda Stevens, Savannah Ramsey, and Gracie Arthur. For the West Prairie Cyclones tonight, starting this evening, will be Macy Powell, joined by Lindsay Dunn, Belle Petty, Kelly Wright, Natalie Moore, and Paige Kitch. Also joining them, Alexa Barkley, Madeline Sullivan, Abby Starbuck, and Kennedy Webster. Taylor Phelps, I believe, out there as well for the 8th grade version of the Cyclones. In the first match, the Cyclones took it on the chin. A pair of 25-18 defeats as Southeastern wins it here in 2. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 2018, 2019, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. Our pregame show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you are at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. So glad you can be with us here as we are doing a lot of broadcasts tonight. I know 3 different broadcasts going on around the area, and I'm telling you, it is been a labor of love. It has driven us all crazy, too, because we got people running every which direction. I know the boys' game going on at Scioto tonight. Young Mr. Ethan Hunt's there. Dwayne is up in Bushnell, and I'm, of course, Greg Phelps. I'm here in Colchester tonight as these two teams get ready to go. They have played some really close matches over the last few years. Southeastern has been pretty good. as has this West Prairie team, and we'll see what each of them, two of them buckle in. They're going to have to really move and really play well tonight, as they're hoping for a good match between the two teams here this evening. And again, glad you're alongside. I am not the one mostly to thank for all of this, folks. It is really Dwayne that really does it. Got the equipment up, teaching me telling me how to do the equipment has not been easy for him or either one, but we got it worked out. We've got all our equipment, and we should be good to go from now on, we hope. And, of course, you can watch us here on TSSR Live. Now, the great thing is, if somebody can't watch the live stream tonight, they are available on the website, so you can just go back at our YouTube page, and you can go back and relive the past glory. You can count the errors Greg made if you were in the gym that night, because more than not, there are some of those Southeastern Lady Sons in the same uniforms as in the 7th grade match. And I like this. Instead of running and greeting each other at the middle, they wave at each other, which, I don't know, I just find that kind of funny myself. And part of these broadcasts, yes, indeed, folks, I do amuse myself from time to time. Savannah Ramsey will serve it first. Serving the back row off of done. Popped high by Petty and sent over by Powell. Set up there. Ramsey for Stevens. Almost overran it and then dumps it right in and good. I thought for a minute she was going to overrun it and had to slow down and get it. So 1-0. Southeastern in the lead. Ramsey back again, ready to let it fly. Eyes it up, sends it over. Hard serve off of Dunn in the middle. To Petty, pops it high in the middle. Moore across with it. Dug in the back row there by Arthur. Set on the outside. And that one, boom, through by Madison Branchfield. And it makes it 2-0 Lady Sons. Lady Sons jumped out to big leads in games 1 and 2. And kind of rode them to victory in the 7th grade match. A little bit of give and take in the early going. Serve off of Kitch on the right side. She'll bump it over, fed from Petty, and is tapped in the back row by Arthur, helped out, and bumped over now by Ramsey. Powell's underneath it, Bell Petty in the middle for more, off her hand, but able to get it over and drop it in, and it is good. 2-1, the side out over for West Prairie. And substitution coming in. Kara Stevens will check in. And she will replace Allred in the back row. Bell Petty to serve for West Prairie. Serve is short. Ramsey pops it high. Helped out and then smashed through by Arthur. Petty's got it in the middle. Lindsay Dunn. Nice job, Arthur. Couldn't quite bring it up. Will revoke her plain bake invitation. She could not make the dig. 2-2. West Prairie trying to rally themselves into the advantage as Bell Petty lets it fly right side again. Off of Amanda Stevens to Ramsey. Back to Amanda Stevens. Hard off the net and was not touched. So it'll be 3-2. West Prairie takes their first lead of match number 2. West Prairie takes their first lead. Bell Petty back again. Short shot off of Arthur. Ricochet right back over and behind. Dunn into the side to right. Drops it in. 3-3. Side out Southeastern. Abby Starbuck in. And Callie Wright will take a seat. Back to serve is Branchfield for Southeastern. 3-3 tie in game number 1. Best 2 out of 3 falls. Said it before, say it again. Powell left side into the middle to Petty. Back for Powell. She'll cross court it. Tapped up. Ramsey in the middle. Stevens off of Starbuck. And going to drop in and good. 4-3. 1 point lead for Southeastern again. Branchfield. We'll send it. Silver across. Powell sends it to Petty. A little miscommunication. Everybody kind of watching and it dropped in. 4-3. Southeastern leads it. Petty will go out, or 5-3 rather. Petty will go out as Sullivan will come in. And Branchfield eyes it up for the Lady Sons. Off of Powell left side. Sullivan going to set it. Powell deep back row. Branchfield can't get it. Earns a side out back to West Prairie. 5-4, 1 point advantage for Southeastern. As Paige Kitch. And Kitch can really unload it. She'll serve her for West Prairie up the left side of the free throw lane. Serve taken in the back row. Pumped up by Amanda Stevens. Tipped across there by Putnam. And now sent back by Moore for West Prairie. Ramsey up to Stevens. Hits it off the head of Powell and down. 6-4, side out Lady Suns. Gracie Arthur will serve it now. Waits, loads, high and deep off of right. Sullivan in the middle for Powell. Powell down the line, knocked out of bounds by Putnam. And right back comes West Prairie. Really nip and tuck between the two teams here. As Natalie Moore serves for West Prairie, the Lady Cyclone serves left side. 6-5 lead Southeastern. Her serve, low line drive off of Kara Stevens. Should be set up from Big Sis Amanda and puts it in and good in the back row. Probably just like setting it up in the backyard. 7-5, 2 point advantage here. Moore out and Starbuck in. Serve Amanda Stevens for the Lady Suns. Winds it up, pounds it right between three Cyclones and makes it 8-5. Nice jump serve there by Amanda Stevens. And she will eye it up again. Her serve, low line drive, tips the net, falls down and in. 9-5. Timeout called by Coach Drew Snyder. We'll step aside as well. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, a service of MDH.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
Back to action here. 9-5 lead here for the Lady Suns of Southeastern. Amanda Stevens eyes the jump serve again. Screaming across. Powell up with it. Dunn to Powell. Drops it over. Arthur's underneath it. Amanda Stevens set to the outside. Ramsey high in the air. Dunn can't quite get there. Got an arm on it. And bring it up 10-5 Lady Suns. Kind of like they did in game one. Southeastern start to gain a little traction. Cyclones got to get a defensive stop. Serve off Paige. Dunn helps it out. Bumped over by Wright, and she hit the home run ball. Cleveland won the pennant. Makes it 11-5. Big thing is in volleyball, you cannot let these runs build momentum, and they are. Well, broadcasters curse. Stevens serves it into the net. As Bell Petty will check in, Sullivan will go out, and Powell back to serve. Macy Powell serves it with an 11-6 deficit for West Prairie. Serve off of Kara Stevens. Amanda Stevens up with it to Ramsey. Back row. A little too much air on that. Knocks it out. 11-7 cuts the deficit to 4. Southeastern still leading. Powell off of Ramsey. Amanda Stevens one hands it over. Dunn up with it to Petty. Set in the middle for right. She'll tip. And Ramsey's right there with it. Amanda Stevens back set. Putnam to Powell to Petty. Right. Off of Stevens to Putnam. Over to Ramsey. Puts it down. Southeastern. West Prairie able to return. And we've got a net violation as I believe Petty got her fingers in the net. 12-7, side out for the Lady Suns. And it is Cassie Putnam at the serve. Her serve, back row off of Powell, hit sideways. Petty couldn't quite get there. It is 13-7. 13-7 here, 6-point advantage now for Southeastern. Putnam again. Serve back row off of Starbuck. High in the air to Petty outside. Kitch. Blocked at the net by Kara Stevens. Bumped up. Branchfield with it. And then Ramsey, one of those things, wasn't sure who's going to take it. and didn't get it over. And Tim Curry, everybody in the gym. One of the fun things I've kind of laughed at, you can hear the coaches now whenever they do stuff. 13-8, side out for West Prairie. Lindsey Dunn. Serve off Amanda Stevens up at the net. Wright tried to grab it and couldn't get there. 14-8, timeout for West Prairie. 6-point lead for Southeastern in game one. Let's take this timeout. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Spartan and Cyclone student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. Back to serve now is Kara Stevens for the Lady Suns. 14-8, they lead here in game number one. Again, best 2 out of 3 falls. Serve kind of off the side of her hand, served it out of bounds. Brings it back over to West Prairie. Natalie Moore in and Abby Starbuck out. Come back to serve Callie Wright. West Prairie, Wright, trying to chip a little more off the deficit. Winds it in her hand. Serve is low line drive. Amanda Stevens up with it. Popped up by Ramsey. Arthur going to send it back row. Right on the right side gets it. Out for Dunn. Left side. She's popped up by Stevens. Bransfield helps it. Close to the net. Arthur can't get it. And it drops it. Makes it 14-10. 14-10. Cuts the lead down to 4. As close as the Cyclones have been in a bit. Right, again high in the air with it, brings it low, and the serve drops in front of Arthur, bandage it up for an ace. Arthur fought the line won. 14-11, 3-point advantage. Now for Southeastern, Wright unloads again, this time over to Stevens, right back across. Wright has got it. Petty, left side for Dunn, off the inadvertent whistle there, so we'll have a replay. So as they say, rewind the tape. If you're live, you really can't do that, but you get the picture. Wright will serve it. And that one out of bounds, side out over to Southeastern. Big momentum shifter there, 15-11, 4-point lead for Southeastern. Savannah Ramsey back to the serve. Winds and sends, low line drive off of Powell. Stevens able to pound it back and in. Puts it down 16-11, 5-point advantage again. And that one, as Bell Petty gives up probably 3, maybe 4 inches to Amanda Stevens there at the net. Ramsey, again, this one back row through the hands of Lindsey Dunn, popped up. And Kitch can't quite get it across. 17-11 Southeastern. Again, got to stop Southeastern from going on the big run if you are West Prairie. Ramsey off of Powell. That one ricocheting into the official stand. 18-11. 18-11, 7-point lead here for Lady Suns. Ramsey will load again. Southeastern very efficient on the serve. Ramsey. Again to it, and that one, another great line drive. Dunn hits it sideways, and it is 19-11. And timeout's gone for, I believe, gone for Coach Drew Snyder. He said as he reminded himself to count how many timeouts are used. So Vanna Ramsey serves it, Kit there with it. Petty can't get it out of the net, and it's 20-11. 9-point lead, 20 for Southeastern, 11 for West Prairie. Ramsey fires again, that one high in the air off of Dunn. Petty now left side, Dunn comes through with it, off the hands of Stevens and down. Put it in with the kiss and makes it 20-12. Side out for West Prairie. Coming back, Bell Petty on the right side. Eyes flies. And Arthur going to bring it off the floor, Ramsey. Amanda Stevens down and good. 21-12. Madison Branchfield serves now for the Southeastern Lady Suns. Couple of dribbles. High floater left side to Powell. In the middle, Petty back to Powell. Off the net. And Stevens couldn't quite get her hands on it. Tried to pop it up, but couldn't. And it drops in. 21-13. The Cyclones going to have to get on the horse and ride a little bit here. That one, Stevens able to bring it off the floor. Putnam puts it back row and right, and Kitch couldn't handle it. That Lady Suns setting all over the floor. Not in the volleyball form, but in the like going down behind the horizon form. 22-13. Taylor Phelps will come in, replacing Paige Kitch. And Kenzie Griswold will come in, replacing Arthur to serve. 22-13. Southeastern leads it here. As Griswold eyes it up and sends. Dunn pops it up to Petty. Back to Dunn. Blocked at the net. Stevens taps it high. Ramsey back to her. Stevens pounds it and puts it back in. Bookending the play there. It is 23-13. Put a little of the liquid smoke you put in your barbecue on that one, Griswold. That one offside for him, and a nice kick save by Coach Drew Snyder. Got to give him props for that. Arthur in, and Griswold will go out for Southeastern as back to serve now Natalie Moore for West Prairie. Down by 9, 23-14. Serve cross court off Kara Stevens. Amanda Stevens parked under. Kara Stevens, and they're saying it was touched. Touched again. Kept alive. Stevens to Ramsey. Tipped over and down and in. 24-14. Game point for Southeastern. Amanda Stevens back with it. Serve off of Phelps into the chairs. And that's game number 1 in the books. 25-15, game number 1 in the books. We're going to step aside, thank our sponsors. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our number 1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital. More than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance in the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Back for game number 2 of the match. Glad you're with us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. The Southeastern Lady Suns taking it home in game number 1, 25-15. They'll have on the floor for game number 2, Kara and Amanda Stevens, joined by Cassie Putnam, Gracie Arthur, Savannah Ramsey, and Madison Branchfield for West Prairie. It is Natalie Moore, Paige Kitch, Macy Powell, Lindsay Dunn, Callie Wright, and Belle Petty. The officials making their list and checking it twice. Naughty or nice, not much to do with it, but who is in their proper place and where. And again, glad you're alongside to listen to us here. Kind of fun, especially when I found out it was Southeastern and West Prairie. It's like, hey, I want to do that. Long history of rivalry. As we get going here, it'll be Belle Petty ready to serve it on the way. Petty from the right side. Serve is a little short. Arthur able to get it up. Stevens helped her out. And that one, they tried to bump it over, bumped in the ceiling. 1-0 lead for West Prairie. West Prairie really getting off to a good start and staying consistent. Going to be the key here because Southeastern's gotten out to big leads. Been hard to come back on. Arthur off the floor with it, hits it over and out of bounds, and West Prairie has a 2-0 lead. 2-0 lead here for West Prairie. Petty again off of Arthur, brings it back over. Dunn. Petty, she'll tip it in the back row. Putnam. Kara Stevens up with it and hit across. Now it is tapped over and out of bounds by Belle Petty. 2-1, a 1-point lead now for West Prairie. Southeastern serve. Savannah Ramsey back with it. Loads that one, hits it into that and makes it 3-1. Paige Kitch going to come back and serve here. 3-1 lead for West Prairie in game 2. Kitch, line drive off of Arthur, high in the air. Savannah Ramsey, and Arthur hits that one into that. Boy, the wheels have kind of fallen off here early on for the Lady Suns. Paige Kitch, couple of slap dribbles. She'll let it go. Low line drive off of Arthur, high in the air. Ramsey, Amanda Stevens off the blocks, and a ricochet over the wall. Nat Moore got her hands on it, but just couldn't be able to control it. 4-2, side out Southeastern. Branchfield will serve. Branchfield ready to let it go, middle of the free throw lane. Back row off of right in the middle. Kitch outside Lindsay Dunn, hits it to Branchfield. Arthur right there, and Ramsey will check it through. Left side Page in the Kitch into the middle. Now to Dunn, and kind of hit it backing up. Hit it out of bounds, side out, or a point rather. To Southeastern, Branchfield. Serve. And that one to right. Right getting it up as Petty brings it left side. Lindsay Dunn hits it in the net. It is 4-4. Southeastern trying to rally themselves into the advantage. Branchfield readies with it as she tries to take Southeastern's first lead of game 2. Her serve off of right. Kitch helps it out. Powell bumps it through and Arthur takes it in the middle for Southeastern. Ramsey out for Putnam, down the line. Wright's right there for it. Left side set up. Lindsay Dunn tips it over. Kara Stevens to Ramsey. Amanda Stevens says thanks for the gumball, Mickey. 5-4, 1-point lead for Southeastern. Sir Kitch going to roll it back. Madison Branchfield puts Southeastern up 5-4. Branchfield off of right in the middle. Petty going to set it in the middle. Powell winds it up and hits it out of bounds. 6-4 Southeastern. 6-4, 2-point advantage here for the Lady Suns. Branchfield, eyes, flies, and brings it to right. Petty, this time loaded for more. She'll arm it up high, and that one, Arthur tipped it up high in the air. Couldn't control it. I believe Tim Kerr said something possibly not for broadcast consumption. We are live, so we don't have to have 7-second delay. 6-5 lead for Southeastern. Serve into the back row by Nat Moore. Tip back across by Powell. Arthur helps it out. Ramsey shoots it through, and it drops between 3 Lady Cyclones and in. 7-5, 2-point advantage for Southeastern. Gracie Arthur serves for the Lady Suns. Over to Dunn, high in the middle. Petty, back for right. And dug up there by Arthur, back to the net. Right, couldn't quite get her hands on it, control it. Got there, but couldn't control. 8-5, the lead is now 3 for Southeastern. Arthur with it again. That one just mishit it. Sends it into the net and gets it over to West Prairie. Chance for the Cyclones to dig their way back in. Only down by 2 at 8-6. Powell out of bounds with it, and it is 9-6 side out over to Southeastern. Amanda Stevens back to serve here. Serve is in low and a line drive and into the net. I was just going to say again, curse to the broadcaster there. 9-7, 2-point lead here. Lindsey Dunn going to try to inch the Cyclones closer. Serve high in the air. Arthur takes it right side. Amanda Stevens over for Ramsey. Back row brought up by Dunn. Powell helps it out. Actually, that was more now to Dunn to bring it over. Putnam high in the air with it to Ramsey. She'll tip it. Dunn takes it right up to Petty. Set in the middle for right. She'll tip. Stevens to Putnam for Kara Stevens. Hits it over. Powell works it to the right, and Dunn will bump it through. Picked up by Ramsey. Stevens to Stevens, and that one rolls over the blocks and down. Madeline Sullivan will come in. Belle Petty will go out for West Prairie. 10-7, 3-point lead Southeastern. Cassie Putnam slapping it and sends it, well, into the net. Tim Kerr looked up at me. 10-8, 2-point lead for Southeastern. Right. Comes to it now. Serves it deep. Amanda Stevens up with it. Putnam helps. And Branchfield bumps it over. Powell, right side to Sullivan. Now for more. And hit it out of bounds. It was a great look. One of the better looks they've had all night. And just hit it a little bit long. Kara Stevens will come back now here for Southeastern. A sure serve. Smashes across the page. Sullivan up to the middle, and that one more crunches. That one knocks it out of bounds. 12-8 Southeastern. And this is where the Cyclones have to get this stopped. Southeastern got on long runs in game 1 here and also in the 7th grade game. Sullivan up with it to Kit. She'll tip it. Arthur takes it to Stevens. Back to Arthur. She'll tip it over. Wright's got it right side for West Prairie. Out for Kitch, tips it again. Arthur can't get there this time. Smart thinking by Paige Kitch, who dumps it in. 12-9, 3-point leader. Belle Petty in. Madeline Sullivan out for the Cyclones. Petty across off Arthur, right back over and out of bounds. Petty been serving it short. As Petty's been trying to serve it up short, change it up a little bit. Her serve this time off Putnam, right back over to Dunn. For Petty, who hits it over, and that is an illegal attack. 13-10. Lead here for Southeastern. Side up for them. Savannah Ramsey to serve. Her serve. Powell swung on and missed. And makes it 14-10. 4-point advantage now for Southeastern. And again, West Prairie got to slow this momentum down. And if you're Southeastern, you got to put the pedal to the metal. Savannah Ramsey serves it off of Dunn and Wright. And it is 15-10. Ramsey heading back there again. Brings the low line drive serve. Dunn able to get it up high. Tipped over. And Ramsey's got it to Amanda Stevens now. Hits it off of Ray. And that one falling out of the ceiling. Well, that's one way to get your shuttlecocks back from PE. Because that one came out of the ceiling. 16-10, timeout here for West Prairie. Southeastern leading by 6. Let's take this timeout. You're listening to the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by...
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
Back here as we got volleyball on Game Time Live. Got 3 games going on, so 3 for the price of 3 because they're all on separate little YouTube streams. 16-10 Southeastern. As Ramsey eyes it up, lets it rip down the line. Dunn takes it in the middle. Kitch helps it out. Powell sends it through, dug up by Arthur. Ramsey to Amanda Stevens in the middle. Hammers it off the right. And good, 17-10. Wright did a good job of playing it, but just couldn't quite control it there. And Stevens does pack a wallop. Served by Ramsey off of Wright, hit backwards and out of bounds as it makes it 18-10. Abby Starbuck in, Callie Wright will go out. So we'll take the libero in, and Savannah Ramsey, who's got a long run going here, winds it up, brings it over off of Starbuck. Dunn going to help her out on the left side. Powell across the net. Arthur digs it at the floor. Ramsey to Stevens and mishit that one. Hits it into the net. 18-11, side out for West Prairie. And Paige Kitch has got to get going. A bunch of points. Her serve, middle serving area. Hit back over by Arthur. Back across by Dunn. And now Amanda Stevens will bring it through. Dunn, Petty gets it out of the net. Dunn brings it across. And West Prairie stays alive. Ramsey. Amanda Stevens off of Dunn. Starbuck up front. Tipped over by Dunn. Ramsey brings it back. Stevens hammers it into the back row and down. And makes it 19-11. Good back and forth by the two teams. West Prairie just coming up a little bit short on that. 19-11. Now Madison Branchfield ready to serve. Her serve off of Kitch. High into the middle for Petty. Left side Dunn. Back row Kara Stevens. Ramsey brings it back. Amanda Stevens puts it down and good. Southeastern 20, West Prairie 11. 9-point advantage now for the Southeastern Lady Suns, who are trying to put this to bed in 2. Branchfield, that one back off right. On the right side, Petty pops it high. Powell brings it over. Putnam to Arthur, and then Ramsey able to lean it across. Petty takes it for West Prairie. Up to Powell, dug by Arthur again. Ramsey, I don't know where she was going with it, nor did she. Didn't realize anybody was behind her. Didn't realize that nobody was behind her, and I don't know if you get ghost players in this or not. 20-12, side out for West Prairie. Moore, good serve off of Ramsey. Amanda Stevens setting for Arthur. Back row, too long and out. Too long and out. 20-13, cuts the lead to 7. Moore. Picked up by Ramsey. Amanda Stevens out for Putnam. She loves it back row, and whew, that one close. Couldn't have been more than a couple of inches. Good call by Moore, though. 20-14. Moore again off of Ramsey. High in the air. Putnam not going to get there. And Nat Moore is really starting to get the Cyclones on a run. Down by 5 now. As they try to finish it off. Serve off of Kitch up to the net, and that one's down and good, and that finishes it off there. As Southeastern wins in the varsity contest, they kind of did bookend games, 25-18, 25-18 in the 7th grade match, and 25-15, 25-15 in the 8th grade match. We'll step aside for a moment and wrap things up. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
Helps me reach peak performance in the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
Thank you, Annika.
My MDH physical therapist and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
That brings us back here, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Do you want to thank JoJo's Gaming Parlor for being with us? JoJo's offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushel, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. That will wrap things up for the evening. Thank you for tuning us in. Thank you for turning us on. You've been listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.